Well, hello there. You find me deep in the bowels of a Dredger's engine room. We're on shore power, so that's why it's acquired. So it's probably the best time to do a quick tour of this little engine room. There we go. This is a 6-cylinder engine. At the front, we've got a shaft generator. At the back end, we've got a gearbox with reduction gearing and a CCP propeller, which means it's controllable pitch. So the blades turn to give you a head and a stern without reversing the engine. Let's go on to the next bit. Here we go. This is a small 6-cylinder Scania engine which provides electrical power when we're in port. Over there we've got the sea chest with the connections for cooling water. That red set of pipes is for the fire pump. And if we go down here, there we go, we can see there's the shaft going out to the propeller, and that's the gearbox with the controls for the controllable pitch propeller. Well, there's not much to it, is it, really, on this little one. Going to go off to the next compartment and we'll see some other bits and pieces. Right guys, what we've got here, this is a sewage plant. Takes all the poo and turns it into less harmful stuff. Over here, these are the drain pumps that drains the water out of the sand and pumps it overboard. What we've got here, we've got 2 ballast pumps and one is a general service pump. Massive hydraulic pumps for the opening and closing of valves and stuff. We've got 2 more drain pumps that drains the water from the sand. And here we have some compensation tanks. For when the dredge arm is in the water, it compensates for the swell, so the dredge arm isn't banging into the seabed. And there we go, that's more hydraulic pipe work. Well, okay, this is down the side passage between the ship's hull this side, and under that side, that's where the cargo is. And this pipe here is from one of the drainers. This goes overboard. Right, through the next door. Yep, and on to the next passageway. And this is drainer number 3 up forward. That drains the water again from the sand and allows us to pump it overboard. Right, here we are, one up forward where the cargo pump is, which pumps the sand from the seabed into the tank. This is sealing water for the pump, the giant pump. So this pumps water into the seal to stop the sand from sticking to the seal. Anyway, it comes along here. This is the second one, and the water comes all the way up along here into this giant pump. That goes all the way up to the deck, and it goes along the deck into the cargo hold. So we'll go through that. This is a suction pipe that sucks the sand from the seabed, comes up here into this giant impeller, sends it up to the deck, goes up to the deck. And this high pressure water that comes from those seal pumps keeps the seal free from grit. It just pumps in lots of water to stop the sand and grit from going into the bearings. Coming along here, this is the giant V6, sorry, it's a V12 cylinder pump engine through a gearbox, reduction gearbox with a clutch, and along that shaft into that giant pump. Absolutely amazing. That's it. Well, that's basically it. This is a giant, so behind you, there's a giant pump which pumps sand from the seabed up into the tank above, and all the water that's mixed with the sand is drained off the bottom. As we sail back into port, we're constantly draining water off so we don't give them wet cargo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really, apart from it's big and I'm getting used to it. So I've only been here since Wednesday and it's now Sunday, and it's big and complicated, and I'm getting used to it. The paperwork's pretty difficult, having to find my way around that on my own, as there's nobody else here to help me with that, so that's quite taxing. Anyway, best get on, I've got things to do.